news happened yesterday. Yeah,
Yep.
yesterday. Um, Colorado has decided to go to the Big 12. They're going to be joining the Big 12 in 2024. One of the big asterisks I saw on this was they're getting a full media share too.
Hmm.
Where it's crazy because like U of H is joining the Big 12. I think it's going to take them 2 or 3 years, maybe in year 2, maybe in year 3.
Hmm.
Anyway, they have like a scaled option where U of H, BYU, all those teams got the same deal.
Depending on how good they do, probably,
No,
right?
no, no, no. It's just how long they're in the league. They're going to eventually
Oh,
get a
okay.
full share. It
All
just is
right.
going to take a couple years. That was their group of 5
Gotcha.
clause. You're coming from a group of 5, so you need to bring your own
All
value.
right.
Colorado is getting a full media share right off the
Yeah.
bat. So first of all, as much as it pains me to say it, props to Colorado's administration
Yeah.
because I think this is a really good decision,
Yeah.
and they're going to make more money. It's a good business
And they need
decision,
it.
and they needed it. So
Yeah.
props to them. I'm actually happy to see Colorado playing some of the same teams we're used to seeing them play,
Yeah.
rather than being over there in a league where it just
It's dying.
on its face, it makes logical sense
Yeah.
geographically because it's like Colorado. You get out there, it feels there's a Western vibe, but football wise, CU has always been playing Midwest teams and Southern
Yeah.
teams.
It's because it's
So
in the
it's like,
Midwest.
yeah. So yeah, they need to be over there. So I'm happy
Yeah.
about that. One question I will ask is, do you think that this happens without Prime?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No, they want. He is a big TV draw. They're getting him, and Colorado took advantage of that because if he face plants this year, and then face plants the year after that, and he's gone because
Yeah.
guess what? 2 losing seasons, and he's still gone. I think they use this as be like, okay, we need it out of the Pac-12. We're losing USC and UCLA, and then the rest of the teams are like, this conference is dying. We need to go somewhere that is obviously building, and Big 12 did bring it in BYU, UCF, Houston, and Cincinnati. So we need to go to one
Everyone
that
forgets about
has,
them.
yeah, and we need to go somewhere that has the money and has the longevity for the future, at least as we can see it now.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it does not happen without Prime. And good, like you said, it does pay me a little bit, but it is good on them. It's a good move, and I'm glad they were able to pull it off too, because he's the only thing they have going for him right now in terms of stock.
Well, yeah, not only that, but think about this. This gives Prime what he needs. Like I'm not rooting against Prime. I'm rooting against Colorado because I don't like
Yeah,
Colorado Nebraska fans. If Prime is at any other school, I would think of it as a fun thing to pay attention to, and I'm actually sort of rooting for him. You know what I mean? Just being honest.
yeah,
But I think that the only thing at Colorado that could have potentially held him back before, especially with recruiting, is the fact that they were in the Pac-12. Because that's just a hard, even if you're at even if you're at like Oregon, the
yeah,
epicenter of Nike, it's hard to recruit these days because you have to
yeah,
sell the Pac-12.
yeah,
And they might not have to for much longer, but
yeah.
we'll get to
And
that.
you don't have Southern California to use as a, like,
Right,
look how nice it is here.
right,
Like,
right.
it's
And now
Oregon and it's
now they're gone.
Washington.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
which
But
is
yeah, so
pretty, but like kids, don't want to go to cold sometimes. So,
right. I'll just say this. I'm interested to see where Prime takes this because now that they're going to the Big 12, I really think he sort of has the runway set up for him to
mhm,
maybe take Colorado to be a bit of a spoiler in that 12-team playoff. Let's just put
yeah,
it. I don't think they'll ever be like a perennial top 5 team
yeah.
under anybody, and but
Hmm.
I do think they could play spoiler and be a 10-2, 11-1 team every year.
You do forget though, Colorado in the past, they were a top 10 team. Like,
Top 10, yeah.
yeah.
But there's levels to this. Like Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, and
So
then
you're saying that they
Michigan, and
can't
then
get
everybody
there.
else. Yeah,
So they
no,
can't get to.
No.
Yeah, no. Okay, I agree with you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like because there's to me there's 3 defined tiers to college football teams. Forget about Power 5, forget about Group of 5. There's teams that are like, they're all right. There's teams that are really good to pretty good to really good. And that goes from probably like the top 50 to like maybe the fifth best team, straight up.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 teams that are, you could even argue that it's Ohio State, Michigan, and then Georgia, Alabama, just because of the record. Look at how many titles. I mean, so yeah, so I don't know. I don't think they'll ever be that, but I am interested to see where Prime takes Colorado. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that. And now we're going to have them second game of the year, and holy crap, here we go. Like, very excited for that game, but we'll see.